What is going on, you guys? My name is Mike. This is Wall Street Traders, where we break down hot trending stocks to put you at advantage on the market. The next up for this morning's chart breakdown is Tesla, or ticker symbol TSLA, you guys. So we closed on Friday up almost 5%. And we're starting at the higher time frame, that being the daily interval. So this allows us to see the overall direction and trend that our stock is in. This helps us find our support and resistance lines, our entries, our targets, all that good stuff. So this is why we always first apply a multiple time frame analysis. After that, you want to maybe check the volume, and then from there start breaking down the chart itself. Okay. So as of right now, pre-market, we're almost down 1%. The volume, the market is going to open in about an hour and a half. So the volume is at 107. We want to see that at least above 150 before the market opens at 9:30. This may also depend on where you live too, the timing difference, you guys. So let me go ahead and just break down the support and resistance lines for the new people that have never seen my chart breakdowns, you guys. So up here is our major resistance lines. You can see that we came up, got rejected in this area, came up, rejected here. Ultimately 3 or 4 times until we were pushed all the way back down to our major support level over here. We can see we came up, came back down, bounced off this level again. We can also further test this back here. Before it was working as a floor, it was working as resistance on the opposite side. You can see we came up, got rejected here, consolidated, finally came up, broke above that. Like I said, what worked as resistance will work as a floor. You can see that it came down, initially bounced off this support level and caused this to create this upward trend into this resistance up here. Okay. So when it was bouncing off the support over here, you can see that it started to create this minor resistance. You can see these tops over here. We look left, we have these two tops over here. So this is a heavily tested minor support or resistance. This is why I have this third line here. So don't get too confused. There are different levels of major support lines and resistance lines, as well as minor support and resistance lines. Okay, so you can see that once we broke above this, it worked as a floor. It kind of bounced and chopped around in this area. And basically, as of right now, we're under this trend line. We gapped under our support line. And now, like I said, what once worked as a floor will work as resistance. So it's working as resistance. That's why it's having trouble breaking past this area. You can see that on Friday, I believe that we did have this little tiny candlestick break above this. Oh, this might be where we're at. No, this can't be where we're at right now. But yeah, because market is 704, so it's kind of literally, it's dead on with the pre-market. It's right under this resistance as of right now, if not right, just a little tiny bit above it, you guys. So if we can stay above this 704 or 705, I guess you could technically get in, because we have created this little bit of a breakout. I myself would wait for a further confirmation that we can break past this resistance. More than likely for us to come up and come back down and retest this floor, and then have my stop loss on the opposite side, maybe underneath these candlesticks over here at the 690. But let me go ahead and break down to the 1 hour chart and let me get a closer look. Okay, so the 706, this was the 709. So we probably pulled back down. So technically, this is why we break down to a smaller time frame. On the daily, I wouldn't have seen that we came up and came back down and retested this as a floor already. So this is why we start from a higher time frame and break down to a smaller time frame, you guys. So initially, I'm at the 1 hour. So when the market opens, you would obviously start at maybe the 5 minute, and then get a more accurate entry, and then your target. I'll get into that in a second. So right now, if you were to get in, if we can stay above at least the 704 or 705, you guys, I don't see this being as a bad buy. As long as you have a tight stop loss, maybe have that underneath these candlesticks right here, or these ones over here, that being at the 692 area. So if we do break below that, you guys, that'll let us know that buyers are no longer stepping up and that we're going to start this downward trend. However, like I said, we had relative strength to break above this prior resistance. We came up, came back down, retested this, so that further confirms that buyers are stepping up, buyers are here. However, we are just below this trend line, so I can't check that off on the checklist, you guys. On the RSI, excuse me, let me zoom out real quick. On the RSI, we don't look overextended, we don't look oversold, we're kind of right here in the middle, so that's also, a decent sign to see. Other than that, like I said, if you were to get in right now, just have a tight stop loss below the $700 level. Personally, like I said, anywhere between the 690 90 or 95 area is okay. If we do break below that and you get tagged out, obviously that shows that with the relative strength is not there anymore, and that will more than likely pull back down. If that does happen, I'll make an updated video on where we can end up pulling back. But as of right now, I don't see this as a bad buy as long as you have your tight stop loss below those levels that I initially said. And then maybe your first target at the previous highest point, that being at the 715, and then your second target maybe being up here at the 745. And this is if you're day trading or swing trading. If you're core trading, obviously you're going to go based off of the daily time frame. So your first target would be at the 771, and then your highest second target would be at the 881, being at the previous highest point that's been tested. Okay, so I like to break down these charts as fast and as efficiently as possible so you can have a good idea of what you're looking at and key ideal entries, you guys. If this did help, please hit that like and subscribe button. It allows me to create this content every single day for you guys, Monday through Friday. I used to do the weekends, but I get so caught up with my kids and all this other stuff, you guys. So it's only going to be Monday through Friday. I'm also going to try to finish as many videos as I can before 9:30 this morning, so that way I can continue my $2,000 to $10,000 penny stock challenge. I don't know if it's going to be live streamed. I might have to do it pre-recorded. I didn't have enough time this weekend to actually look up online how to do the stream. But other than that, I hope you guys have a beautiful day and happy trading.